It was empty. It was like I don't know. It was like I went probably 9 o'clock. I had to go off and drop Aaron off at work, and then Thea and I, like Thea was sick, so we stayed home. And so I went in like 9 o'clock,
Just take her with
9
you?
o'clock, and Thea went in with me, so she got to like see Daddy vote.
Yeah.
And it was empty. Like there was like a couple people walking up and down. Like it seemed like it was busy, but once I got in there, like it was in the like elementary school auditorium or gymnasium, whatever it was was completely empty. Like there was like 2 or 3 people, and then all the whatever.
That's how it was when Sarah and I went to, but we drove around a little bit right before we voted to try to figure out who we wanted to vote for school board. Should I tell you how we made that decision?
Sure.
We drove around, and the Republican candidate was a Trumpian supporter, so we looked for everyone who had that sign in their yard, and if they had school board signs with it, we did not vote for those.
Oh, that's interesting.
And then we looked up, so we found the ones that were connected to our senator that was Democrat, who that's a whole nother mess.
He's a fuck up. But
then researched from there to pick who we wanted to vote for.
So I mine was arguably even worse. So on our ballot, we under the like there was no was it political party, and so in the place of the political party, it had like a little phrasing, and so they had 3 different phrases for 5 candidates. One of them was like "we can do better." The next 3 candidates had students first, and then there was a third option. I don't even remember what it was, but I just went like, well, I can't differentiate from students first because all 3 of you use the same thing. So I'm going to decide that you're not educated enough to know that you need to differentiate yourself in an election. So I went with the "we can do better," thinking at least you know that like you need to set yourself apart.
Well, did you know that sometimes they pair together and campaign together because you get to vote for 3?
Nope. I could have voted for 3 people.
Yeah,
I only voted for 1.
So that's why, like, they probably
I didn't know.
all are running as a group.
All right. Well, I fucked up that election.
I only know because a friend of ours is on the East Rutherford School Board.
Oh,
so
cool.
we check in with that.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you know.
Yeah. My experience of voting was, and I swear to God, this happens every time I go to vote since Thea was born. I walk up. The little old ladies who are running the booth goes, "Oh, she's so gorgeous." I'm like, "I know." "Oh, what's her name?" "Thea." "Oh, well, what nationality is that?" I'm like, "Well, we're very, very
White.
Caucasian."
It's white.
But I think I've heard that its etymology is Greek, like it's a derivative of a Greek name. Like, "Oh yeah, that's what I thought because I'm Greek and I have a niece who's like, I ain't Greek. I'm Pennsylvanian."
Because
apparently.
you truncated it from Althea, right?
Yeah, it was a derivative of Althea. And then like I had originally tried to convince Aaron to go with Althea, and she's like, "No, that's weird." I'm like, okay, fair enough.
I'm a fan. Did I ever tell you like I'm a fan of that? Like, even if it's a weird long name, giving the long name so you can have the choice of doing the short name when you get older.
Well, sure. Like I'm Christopher, I go by Chris.
Yeah,
I also like that. And
the choice, I like the choice. But then we gave our son like a very simple 1 syllable.
Bob.
Yeah.
We went with Bob. Fuck it, Bob.
But even that's Robert.
Yeah, Bob.
Should we get started?
God, please. Hey everybody, welcome to Two Dumb Dads. I'm Chris.
I'm Nick.
And this is episode 41 for November 9th. I wrote down 40, but it's not 40. It's 41. So let's hope I get this right in the in all the information when I post this.
You won't. You're super tired.
No, I'm super fucked up. Not like drunk. I feel kind of drunk.
I mean, you could probably make that happen if you needed to.
I might just like die if that happens.
You'll
Like Chris
right
will
asleep.
stop existing. I will fall asleep. Let's dive into adventures in dadding because that's kind of where we're going with this.
What is your adventure in dadding?
I am going first. God damn it.
Get it.
Oh my God. Sophia has been sick. She's been sick in the most mundane of ways, but it has ruined our lives. She has a head cold. Like that's it. It's just a head cold. And you want to know how I know that? I went to the doctor. I took her to the fucking doctor for a head cold.
I've done that like 4 times. So
that's the worst. You feel like such an ass.
You know, I used to feel that way, and then I was talking to my wife about it, and she's like, "Why? 1, that's why you have insurance. 2, you have a kid, so you have to, like, they can't tell you what it is, so it's better to be safe than sorry."
I mean, sure, you're right, and that's kind of so. You're right. That's exactly why we did it. When I say we, I mean I, because I kind of freaked out because I was keeping her up all. So she's been sick since Friday of last week.
Your thought pattern, like normally you're doing me right now, where your thoughts are like
Like
fireworking in every direction.
They're just going like, I hate the world. Like, why does the world still exist? I just want the darkness. Give me the darkness.
Your brain just like...
It melted. Yeah. It melted 3 days ago.
Sophia's been sick.
Sophia's been sick since Friday. She came home. She had a little bit of a sniffles. Saturday, she woke up with a fever. And so we started doing the thing where it's like, all right, let's cycle the Profen. And of course, because she's sick, she's, fever, she's coughing, and she has the cough. Mm-hmm. And while the cough isn't that bad, and really who cares, it keeps her up at night. Yeah. And it keeps her up at night in that style of like, she's going to like scream for us. And because she's sick, we both feel guilty. And so we haven't slept in a week. We haven't slept in a week. Like, we've been trying to cycle who stays up all night. But if I'm being honest, Erin stays up all night. Yeah. Not so much because I'm unwilling, but because she wakes up. And if she wakes up first and she's not like super, super exhausted, she's awake anyway. So she just doesn't wake me up. Yeah. She figures one of us should sleep. But anyway, the other night, by then I think it was Monday, it was my turn. And it's like, I'm taking this turn. I'm staying on the couch so I'm closer to her bedroom so that I wake up first. Yeah. And so I was down here and she woke up. And so I was just like, okay, I guess we're sleeping on the couch tonight. And that kid did not go to sleep.
Did she like do the like wake up, then like she's awake?
She did the wake up and she's awake. She did the wake up and then she's sick. And then she did the wake up and I want to go to sleep, but I can't fall asleep. Yeah. And so I was like, all right, let's snuggle. And she's like, I don't want to snuggle. Okay. You lay on this end of the couch, I'll lay on this end of the couch, and I'll use my legs as a barrier so you don't fall off in your sleep. Mm-hmm. Nope. She wanted to snuggle. Okay, let's snuggle. Nope, she doesn't want to snuggle. Okay, you lay on the bed, on the couch. I'll lay on the floor. I'll put my arm up on the couch so you can snuggle my arm, and then we'll... Nope, she wants to snuggle my chest. So she climbs off of the couch onto my chest, and then she tries to sleep. Nope, she doesn't want to snuggle. She wants to lay next to me. Okay, I'll put my arm around you on the floor, and we'll snuggle like this. Nope, she doesn't want... So we did that for like 3 hours of like her just constantly coughing, unable to fall asleep. At which point I'm just like getting more and more delusional. Like, I think the world's melting. I think
it's like a flashback to when they're babies and you didn't sleep then. You got used to it.
No, but that was different because when they were babies, I was prepared. Like we had
you like conditioned yourself.
I have my half. Erin had her half of the night, and of course Erin didn't have to go to work for a lot of that.
Oh, that's true.
And so it was like, okay, I'm just going to stay up until 2 a.m. and play video games, or I'm going to wake up at 2 a.m. and play video games. And when she's awake, the kid just snuggles with you.
Yeah, because they're little.
But now she's a toddler, and now she wants to like ninja chop you in the balls or something while you're sleeping.
Yeah. See, what happened with us? So I had the same thing happen to me on Sunday because Sarah was at her job, came in the bed. I've gotten to the bed point.
Yeah, look, and that's fine, but we have steps, and I'm not gonna try and like climb those steps with one arm without being able to hold the railing. And like I slip on the steps a lot because I'm big. I have big
and
feet.
You have like tiny.
We have tiny steps. Yeah. I fall on those steps on a regular basis.
I just point like we're also smaller people, so we have more room in our bed to put a baby in there.
Yes.
That sucks, dude.
Anyway, I am going on a week currently with no sleep, and tonight bodes poorly for my ability to get some rest as well.
Is it your night again?
I mean, technically, no. Last night was my night, which is why I'm so like tired out of it. But probably because tomorrow I work from home, so if I need to, I can like
take a nap.
Take a nap or something.
Daycare and you can work from home.
Yeah, that's the other thing, right? Is like we're still kind of sending her to daycare because mommy works at daycare, and so
if my kid gets
so part of Nick's adventures in dadding is that my kid has gotten all of the kids sick at school.
I don't think it was yours.
I'm going to claim that Thea clearly was not patient zero because she got sick at work. So somebody else there started the virus.
No, I think you're right because Thea got sick.
No, I think you're right, Chris. Your daughter is
no, I don't think she is because Thea got sick and you told me on Sunday because I was home with Miles, and then Miles started getting a cough. But that would mean that I bet someone else was snotty at school.
I want to know who that person is.
Oh, I think I actually do know
I want to hunt them down, and then I want to, I don't know, I want to fart in their milk or something.
I think it's the ginger.
I don't know the new kids.
No, this is an old kid. I think it's the ginger.
Oh, I can take on the old kid.
It's Miles' little girlfriend. It's the ginger.
Oh, is it? Aww.
Yeah, that kid's always sick.
I'm gonna fart in their milk.
You should. That would be mean.
Nick, what's your thing? What's your
vajayjay
thing? I don't remember what this segment's called anymore. What's your thing? What do you just fucking talk at?
So I had Sarah was on site again for her like last event before spring fashion week starts. So it kind of slows down, but it's like a week long thing. So it was me and Miles for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Sarah wasn't home Sunday or Monday. She was home a little bit on Saturday, but it was just me. Miles had a cough too, so he wasn't sleeping all that well. And when it's just me, it gets a little bit more difficult. So one thing that happened was either Sunday or Monday, he just wasn't sleeping. So I brought him into our bed, and I had that creepy moment where, so because he slept trained, unless he's really not feeling good, sometimes he'll just lay in bed and cannot cry. And so I'm fine with that. Like, I put him to bed last night and he was awake at 10, but he wasn't fussing. He wasn't crying. He was just in his bed, chilling. I'm cool with that. This time we did not have that. So it was just me. So I like took him downstairs. He wanted to sleep downstairs. I got into his crib with him because I'm small enough to do that.
That is the craziest thing. And like, I know you guys do that, but that just like amazes me that that's physically possible.
I'm just small enough that if I fetal position, I can get in with him, and he fucking loves it.
See, I feel like if I look at that crib, it's gonna just crumple under my weight.
But you're literally two of me.
I'm probably more than two of you at this point. So yes,
I'm 5'5". You're what, 6 foot?
That's clearly not the part of the number that I'm thinking.
No, but that's part of it too, because lengthwise you wouldn't be able to fit in the crib.
Well, no, I don't fit in my giant bed.
So I can fit. If I squeeze, I can fit in the crib with him. I'd like fetal position it, and then I'm like 130 pounds. So,
no, I'm not giving you that number. Fuck you. You don't get to know. It's big. It is much bigger than that.
It is my number. So like we did that. We took him downstairs, and that worked so fine. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. You're just gonna come to bed with me, which is scary because normally when the few times he does come to sleep with us, there's two of us. So like Hudson's pissed about it. Hudson's like, this is my time. But I wake up and I'm exhausted, so I'm like kind of falling asleep in bed, and like I kind of wake up to see him staring at me, with a big ass smile on his face. It was the creepiest fucking thing I've ever seen. He's just like,
that's
hey. Awesome. So there's that adventure. I basically pulled the single dad thing this weekend, which is always fun, but also it's just a countdown till my wife gets home. I'm like, oh, sweet mother of God, please. I need you home.
Yeah, and I felt really bad because I knew that was happening. And I was like, okay, this is going to be great. We're all going to get together for football or whatever on Sunday. And like Nick will have a little bit of cover. Thea's sick. Sorry.
Yeah, it was fine. Like this time we were lucky enough that I could take him to the park, and that's what we did. Like we went to the park on Sunday because it wasn't like raining. Because last time during Fashion Week we couldn't because he had a cough and it was raining, so I was like just stuck inside. But I pulled a dad move. I went on Amazon and I ordered him new fucking shit to play with.
That's smart.
Like
that's
cheap,
smart.
cheap. And I was like, I'm gonna pay the $6 to get this delivered day of. So I bought him. They were like 12 bucks, but they're just tiny little like animals, like just it was like a 24 set animal thing, and he like that was the greatest thing because he just like that entertained him for hours. Like he'd play with them, he'd pick them up and like throw them off the couch and go get them, because I knew he had liked them at daycare. So that's what my real venture was I figured out how to. I just gave him. I was like, I'm just gonna give him a new toy. I'm gonna get him something that I think. And I was like, okay, I know he likes these at daycare. I know he likes these at the Y daycare. I'm gonna get him some version of these. I don't care if they're big or small. It's whatever I can get to this house. By 7 p.m.
That's good.
And they came, and it was awesome.
It's something new. Yeah. Here, kid, I'm just gonna throw this in a basket.
Because
do something
normally
with it.
toys he doesn't like. He'll play with them, but he like wants books, and so. I was like, but he likes these toys.
Gotta get him those audiobooks. Better yet, you gotta give him a book and an audio copy of the book, and then just have him like listen to it.
Baby Einstein makes that shit.
Does he? I don't even know what Baby Einstein.
They're
is.
like,
I know what it is,
but yeah, it comes with a little thing. And he hits the button, and it reads the book to him.
Huh?
I feel really guilty using that though.
Well, yeah, because.
But it teaches them colors. It's like hit the green button, and the green button reads you stories.
Daddy's gotta sleep.
Yeah, right.
Daddy's gotta make the pasta.
But he's been taking them to bed with him now. He likes them so much. He'll that
seems like a bad idea.
No, they're like that big.
Yeah, but then he's like not sleeping because he's like beep.
No, not the book. The little plastic toys.
He does that too. She takes her Batgirl with her to bed a lot, which is like awesome. Like, yeah, take the Batgirl.
So that's my birthday. So one other thing, he's finally asking me what stuff is, which is cool. Like he'll be like, "What's this?" And he asks me, "What's that?" That's cool. Like you're like, "That's this, that's that."
Sweet.
Yeah. So I had actually a much easier weekend, I think.
I got oh my God, Erin had to work on Saturday, and then she did what you did, only she went to a store to buy the crap. So then I was alone on Sunday. and then I was alone on Monday. I've had like 3 of 4 days to start the week. Oh no, that was Tuesday. I had her, and so like 3 of 4 days, I was just like me and a sick kid.
Welcome to my life.
So we're gonna start this episode this week. This episode? We're well into this episode. We're like 20 minutes into this episode.
Our topic this week comes from an email from our number one listener, Tom.
Thank you, Nick.
No problem.
Do you want to read it? I have it right here. I can do this. All right. Whatever.
I'll read it.
Too late.
Okay. You're the one that can't function.
So Tom writes, I was curious as to how soon and to what extent you guys start decorating for Christmas, and if those habits have changed after becoming parents. Thanks to keep up the good work, Tom. So I actually I read this and was like, oh yeah, this is actually cool because this is cool because this is actually something that has changed and has changed in so many different ways. I think it's kind of an interesting thing to discuss.
It's also your number one holiday power ranking wise. So
well, yeah. I mean, for the record, did it explicitly? I don't even. I literally just read this. I don't remember what it said. Did you say Christmas or did you say holidays?
I thought you said Christmas. But let me look.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you pull up your phone after I literally just read this because somebody wasn't listening to me.
Listen, I'm also tired. But
I don't care. I'm the most tired.
So Christmas. He specifically said Christmas.
All right. Well, okay, fine. We're going to talk about Christmas then.
I can talk about. We can talk about Christmas.
Yes. Okay. So anyway, Christmas. Yes, I am a big believer in saying. You just love it when I burn, don't you?
Yeah, it's so good. It's like watching It's watching. So when you have someone that you respect greatly and is very smart,
you don't respect
and is
me.
really on their shit, but constantly lets you know how on their shit they are.
Don't you tell America
and then to
watch
the world to watch you just crash and burn in flames right now is just. I'm taking so much fucking joy in it. I think we
have a German listener. I think we have one.
We do. It's that.
So look, here's the deal. I love Christmas, not like the religious Christmas, but I love secular Christmas with Santa Claus and green and red and Christmas trees and happiness and peace on earth and joy towards men. And I have always been a big proponent of skipping Thanksgiving because fuck Thanksgiving.
Dude, fuck you. Thanksgiving's great.
Look, celebrate the holiday, eat the meal, hug your friends, but then who cares? There's no anticipation for Thanksgiving. There's no the Thanksgiving season. No, Thanksgiving's a fucking day when you overeat.
That's why it's a great day. I start looking forward to Thanksgiving the day Christmas ends, or the day Halloween ends.
Yeah, but you celebrate. No, if I remember correctly, you were like, okay, I already have my costume picked out. You just wait for the next Halloween.
Oh, I love Halloween, but I also love eating huge. I love Thanksgiving.
But do you watch
dinner.
Thanksgiving movies? No, there's no such thing except for Charlie Brown Thanksgiving.
I watch Thanksgiving football.
Do you? That's not like there's no build up to that. There's no build up to that.
There's build up to the awesome food that we're gonna eat.
Do you Are you going to spend the next 2 weeks doing Thanksgiving activities?
I've been making rolls for Thanksgiving for the past month, so that should answer your question.
No, you don't get to talk about that. That's sort of a different segment. That you don't get to play that card.
It's called tie-in.
I refuse. I'm driving this ship and I'm steering around the speed bump.
No, you've hit the
that
fucking
is
iceberg.
My pothole that I am going to avoid.
So you're a firm believer of just skipping Thanksgiving because you're a bad person.
Thanksgiving is pointless. It's hey, we had smallpox and we threw it on Native Americans and yeah. So fuck it. Okay, cool.
So
you want to pretend that we were all happy and friendly for a day and eat food together? Cool. Yeah, no, that's awesome. But screw you. Let's celebrate Santa Claus and Rudolph and the magical snowman that gives people hats or whatever.
Yeah, the most what's the consumeristic holiday there is?
Yeah. Absolutely. I am a staunch proponent. And so here's the deal. My wife has always kept this in check. Mm-hmm. Erin is a big.
She's like your buffer.
She is my holiday guardian. It's no, Chris, we cannot celebrate Christmas until Thanksgiving +1.
Yes,
because holidays are not meant to be skipped.
Yeah, exactly.
But since Thea's been born, Erin said I could decorate this weekend, I'm like,
It's
this is
November. It's the first
let me
weekend
just
in November.
I'm just gonna rub this under my
my God.
armpits. Oh my God, it's just
Dude,
it's so good all over.
Thanksgiving's such a great day because you don't have to it's just a day to eat and be with friends. That's why it's so good.
And so why can't you do that when you're surrounded by like I don't know, holly and other like candy canes and snowmen?
There's a way that it should work, and you can't just skip holidays.
Just because
Chris.
it's 70 degrees outside doesn't mean I can't start celebrating Christmas.
No, Christmas is its own thing. There's already enough Christmas. Christmas inundates the fucking world.
Oh, okay, but that's different. That's different.
You need a little buffer.
That's consumerist Christmas. I'm talking like awesome, joyful, peace on earth Christmas, where you snuggle up with hot cocoa and watch really stupid movies about people falling in love over a hot cup of hot chocolate.
You can do that on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you can, and I will be doing that on Thanksgiving and the 2 weeks before it.
Oh my God, you gotta just you can't. You're not living in the moment. You're not living in the moment, Chris.
So that is my philosophical belief in how I do Christmas. Can I talk about the reality though?
Yeah.
Last year, I don't think we decorated for Christmas until a week before.
Okay.
The reality of having a kid is that you are so fucking exhausted.
You gotta clear out space because you live in an apartment and
I think we decorated the Christmas tree a week, maybe a week and a half before. Like we had we'd taken it out of the basement, 3-4 weeks before. Like, okay, let's put up the Christmas tree. Like Thanksgiving's over, it's time to put up the Christmas tree. And then it's like, okay, well we work during the week, and so we can't do that. And so the weekend, it's like, okay. Oh my God. Well, the kid is sick. We have to we need double coverage here. We can't obviously put up okay. Well, now and so we finally got to the point where it's like, Chris, Christmas is next week. Your family is coming. We don't have any of the Christmas presents wrapped. Thea hasn't we should probably finally put this thing up, right? All right. I guess I'm going to stay up until 1 o'clock in the morning on we use a fake tree. And so obviously, cause I said we brought it out of the basement. So staying up until 1 a.m., pulling all the branches apart, trying to make sure it fits. Oh, well, the lights aren't working. Do I need new lights? No, because this is the lights that are on the tree. So I have to figure out which plug I didn't plug into the right spot. And it's God damn it, it's 2 o'clock in the morning now. I've watched The Grinch for the 18th time. It's I just hate the world. I hate the world right now.
You need to stick a horror movie at that point. You need to watch some Conjuring.
I should have, because it would scare that fucking tree into going together.
Yeah, exactly.
It's hey, I'm going to just show frat house. Oh my God,
you should watch Krampus. That's the greatest Christmas movie ever. It's right there with Gremlins.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Bad saying this is one of my favorite Christmas movies.
It's a great movie. Krampus is
so
Scott.
good.
I think you liked Little Evil, right?
The different podcast, Nick.
I know, but I'm just saying, if you like Little Evil, you like Krampus.
I won't like Krampus or Krampus or Krampus or whatever, because it's a horror movie at Christmas. It's supposed to be.
Adam Scott.
I think Nightmare Before Christmas is too scary for Christmas. Christmas movies are supposed to be magical, stupid, and
there's magic in Krampus.
Schlocky. Schlocky is a good word for what Christmas movies are supposed to be.
Bad Christmas movies.
There needs to be just enough schlock in a film for you to just be God, that just touches me in that place where I don't feel like there's anything wrong in the world.
No Christmas movie's ever done that for me.
You clearly have not seen the 12 Dates of Christmas.
Don't ever want to see that.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It has Tasty Coma wife. I don't remember her real name. I don't remember her real name.
I do like Tasty Coma.
I just remember she was Tasty Coma wife
she's
on
in
Scrubs.
Chuck. And she's in Chuck.
She was on Chuck?
Yeah, she's the sister on Chuck.
Oh, that's Tasty Coma wife? I'm thinking of
Amy Smart, who you're thinking of.
Amy Smart, yes, Amy Smart. Wow, you knew her real name.
That's because I like
what's going on here?
I really like Amy Smart. Varsity Blues, Amy Smart.
Oh, that's right. She was in Varsity Blues. She was.
She's also in that movie Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds.
She wasn't the whipped cream girl, was she?
That's Tara Reid.
That was.
She's the girlfriend.
No, Tara Reid wasn't.
Yes. Do you really want to go down this road with me?
Tara Reid was not. That was somebody else, wasn't it?
I'm gonna check right now.
I think she might have been whipped cream girl.
No, she's not. She's the girlfriend of Mox.
I don't think Tara Reid was in.
Yes, she is.
Varsity Blues.
Yes, she is. So Tara Reid plays the girlfriend of Paul Walker.
I really don't remember the 90s.
And then Paul Walker does not get the starting job. So we have Amy Smart as Julie Harbour, who is
You make it sound like these names are going to mean something to me.
Oh man, you might actually be right. Hold on.
Ha!
Damn it.
Ha! Yeah, because it was the woman from Heroes. What's her name?
Oh, it's Ali Lauder.
Ali Lauder.
My bad. That's a much better actress than
yes.
Terry. Ali Lauder is
Tara Reid was just fine in American Pie.
She was great in American Pie.
And that was it. That was the only thing she was good in. I don't know what happened. She was
Van Wilder.
Drugs? Was it just? Oh, she wasn't bad in Van Wilder. That was a fun movie.
Any movie you pair Ryan Reynolds, he makes everyone better that's around him because he's so good.
I just realized we're like 3 steps away from Christmas at this point. What do you think of? I was going to try and.
Brings back. So this experience has changed a lot for me because we never really decorate for Christmas. We've always been the people who are like, yeah, let's decorate, and then we just don't. It's kind of like wrapping gifts. Like, yeah, we're gonna wrap gifts, and then we just don't. We're like, here's your present.
Sure.
If we make it to Christmas with our presents, we're lucky.
Hey.
But we started because we have a kid now. So I put up the tree for the first time last year, and it stayed up until May. I need to get better about it, but we're trying to start those traditions. But my mom, God love my mom, she's like the humbug holiday person.
Really?
Oh, she hates them.
I did not know that.
She hates Halloween. She hates...
Your mother struck me as somebody who would love Christmas.
No, because you got to decorate. And
maybe it's just because I know how much she loves Christmas cookies.
Yeah, no, I think she likes being
Christmas. Given Christmas cookies, I should say.
Yeah, I think she likes Christmas now where she doesn't have to host, where she can like go to my brother's house and just watch grandkids open presents.
Okay.
But like you think about like the way we grew up, like my mom had to like we'd always go get a tree. Like my dad would help put it up, but like once it's up, like my mom pretty much did all that shit. She had to keep it clean. Right. She had to like. So I think
that's why you go fake. Go artificial.
They did. But my mom, once there's no more kids and she doesn't host anymore, she gave us their tree.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
Because she doesn't put a tree up anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
She doesn't give a fuck.
I guess.
She's hardcore. And like, I guess in some weird way, like.
What kind of a tree did you guys get?
That's the one my mom gave me.
Oh, that's true.
It's fake and it has lights.
I keep looking at those like fancy trees that look like a real tree for like $400 or $500. Like, I can't afford this, but I really love Christmas.
Be like, this is an investment.
Like you joke. Aaron and I literally said that last year after Christmas. We were just walking through the store like, these are all like 40% off.
Like,
that's like $150.
We could like pull the trigger on this.
We could buy one of these now for $300 and just have it as our tree. And then we start looking at like the big, beautiful one that's like 7 feet tall and like
you don't even have
like
room for that.
A 7 foot like floor space. And I just look at that and go, there's nowhere in our apartment that would fit.
But you're like, I want it.
But if I put $20 a year, like a month for the next year and a half,
I can buy that.
We could totally afford that, right? Like we could probably put this on layaway for next year.
You probably could.
I wonder if we could get a plan on this, like 20 down now, and
or you just keep the tree you have and you have Christmas spirit,
which is what we've done. We figure we'll put that money towards a house or something.
I should be clear that that's why I love Halloween so much. One of the reasons is because my mom hated it. Like she always did it. Like she always had candy. She always took us, but like knowing that like. She didn't like it.
She
hated it. She was so excited when we know like all the kids are gone. She's like, there's 1 year. She still does get candy. But she's like, my light's off at like 5:30.
Hey mom, trick or treat.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. So that being said, like it's just something I've never been good about, and I've always gone home. I've always traveled during the holidays. So
sure.
Like the one time we didn't travel, we come to your house, we just decorated for Christmas. So for us, it has hugely changed because now we decorate and do a Christmas tree, and we're really more cognizant of like making sure that Miles has a Christmas experience at his house, as well as be it his grandparents in Savannah or my brother and sister-in-law in Peoria, which is where we split the time for the holidays. But that's the other thing. We split the time for the holidays. So,
sure. I guess that's true. You guys travel, don't you?
We almost all... I don't think there will be a Christmas we don't travel because... I like spending Christmas with my family. And Christmas is like the holiday that Sarah's family really does celebrate a lot. Like they do Thanksgiving, but Christmas more so. So that's where we split. So we just end up splitting the time.
Okay. I mean, I think we may try traveling this year.
That's what I had thought you guys had talked about.
Well, there's going to be some mitigating factors on whether or not that actually happens now. But we were talking about traveling. Like, look, my parents' house is a magical winter wonderland at Christmas. Yeah. Like from this time of year until about mid-January.
Because your mom also doesn't follow the Thanksgiving rule?
Oh, no. She doesn't believe in Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is not a thing. I mean, look, to be clear, that house every day is kind of Thanksgiving when it comes to food. Like, you just eat that way in the Midwest.
Oh, man. Turkey, I love that. Oh, God, I'm thinking about it right now and how excited I am about Thanksgiving.
Tuesday. That's what you're talking about. In the mom's house. That's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. We got some mashed potatoes.
Hey Tim, you got the turkey out? Oh, you know I got the turkey out. I got the turkey. I got the mashed potatoes. The corn's in the oven. It's fine. It'll be ready by midnight. We're just gonna eat.
What do we call today? Thursday.
What's Thursday? You got the leftovers from Tuesday? Yeah. Okay. Good. Pull out the turkey for next Tuesday then. Okay.
Man, I was a fat kid in my house. I would have died in your house.
Yeah. No. Everybody dies in my house. My house should not exist.
Oh, those cookies are so good though.
But like it's just like everything is decorated. Like you can't go 5 feet. You can't go 5 inches without seeing something that's like wrapped in garland with a red bow on it, or some sort of a snowman. And like, this is going to be the most spoiled, privileged thing I've ever said, but like, my parents' Christmas tree, aside from being meticulously decorated, because I found out like a year or two ago, after we decorated it as a family, my mother would always go through and redecorate it.
That's some shady shit.
Oh, that would be like, oh my God, you should have seen Erin when she found that out. She was furious.
That's some shady shit.
No, like, it always looked nice. It always looked
My mom
lovely.
like helped direct us where things needed to go, but like that was us.
I think she would try to, and then after a while, my dad and I would just get tired and stop doing it. And so like, all right, we'd stop. And then I think my mother would redecorate it or like alter the decorations while we were at work and school and everything. But aside from that, it's just like Christmas presents like take up half of the house. And don't get me wrong, it's like 3 things that are fun, and the rest of it is like underwear and socks and whatever. But like, I like that.
That's an understatement, because I've been around you at Christmas time.
Yeah. Look, a lot of it though is necessities. And it's just like the older we get, the more those necessities are fun.
I mean, we don't even. We're presentless now.
Oh no, we're still like I'm trying to take that approach with Christmas for our family, where it's like, okay, I'm going to try and stop buying the necessities this time of year, and that way, like, okay, Thea, here are some socks, here's a nice shirt, oh, you need this shirt, here's some long sleeve pajamas, oh, these are gonna be so cute on you, and like, okay, here's this and this, and like, okay, here's her big toy, here's like her like, you know, couple like handfuls of toys that she gets for Christmas, and then all right, that's it. And then just do that with everybody. Like, okay, here's some, like, if you don't like the shirts and crap that I bought you, take them back, go shopping. Like this way you don't get a $500 gift card. You get like 18 boxes of crap that equals up to a $500 gift card. And it's a fun experience.
We don't even do adult presents in our house anymore.
We're talking about not doing it, but we're fucking doing it. We're just going.
Can I tell you, that's the biggest thing that's changed for me after being a parent?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, this started transitioning when I got into my mid to late 20s. Like, I don't want anything. I'm sure, like, if you press me, I can make, like, oh, I would like this, I would like that, but I just don't want anything.
I am going to suggest that it's important. And here's my rationale.
Okay.
I think it's important that the parents get gifts too, because it demonstrates to the children how to appropriately respond to gifts.
I think you're right. It's hard for me to think about what I want. What my family did start doing, which I do like, is all the adults buy gifts for the kids, honestly, and then we all put money towards charity. Yeah,
that's a common popular one, and that's good. It's
like
good.
That.
It's a very good approach. Like for family Christmas, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think when it comes to like the immediate family, like I think there is value in having I mean, look, I am going to say like having just an unlimited number of boxes to open, because I like opening boxes.
Yeah.
But at least a few gifts for the adults to open, because it gives an example, like this is how you show appreciation for a gift. Like, oh, look, this is an exciting thing, and this is how I react. And oh, this is a monotonous, dumb thing, and this is how I react. Like, we show love, we show appreciation, and we thank you. We give kisses, we give hugs, and we value it. We stare at it for a few seconds to show that we truly like it. And then when we put it down, we look at the other person who's opening their gift, because that shows love and appreciation.
I think you are totally on point. I was just saying, it's hard for me to think about
Thank you.
things.
We can put that in the register. Chris is correct about something.
Yeah,
He's now
completely agree.
1 for 872, but at least I finally got my win.
My point is, I just can't think of stuff I want. That's what's become really hard. It's like necessity. I need socks and underwear.
Yeah. That is what my mother asked me for a Christmas list in August every year, and like the older I get, it's like I don't have like toys and fun stuff that I have on there anymore, because I'm a grown ass man and I buy that stuff when I want it.
Yeah.
What I have is like I need more new baking sheets. So I have baking sheets on there. I need a new paddle for my mixer, so I put that paddle on there. Like stuff that I'm not going to buy myself because I'm cheap. I throw that on there because it's stuff that like I don't need it, but I need it. Like it'd be nice to like not worry about like the paint from the mixer paddle chipping off in the cookie dough.
I always say too, like whatever you're gonna spend on me, like two things. If you want to help us with our trip home, that's the biggest Christmas gift for us.
Sure.
Or whatever you'd spend on me, just spend on Miles. Like I would just, because we can't get him, like financially, we just can't get him that stuff. So like whatever you think you're gonna spend on us, just spend on him so that he can have like a baller Christmas.
And I mean, look, yes, like other people don't buy me gifts, buy my kid gifts. Like in our, like Aaron and I should buy each other gifts, and like Thea should buy us gifts.
Yeah,
like,
and we did that too last year. Where like I bought Sarah a really soft sweater, but it was an ugly sweater. Like I bought the ugliest fucking sweater I could find.
So good. It's hard to find good ugly sweaters these days.
Not when your wife works in fashion, Chris.
Really?
Oh, I bought mine was an ugly one that was furry with a reindeer on it, and like.
See, they're always so intentionally, like they're always intentional ugly sweaters. I want a classic 1970s style ugly sweater where it's a sweater that has been made to look nice, but is hideous.
P.S. If you go to Target, they have those for kids. Like I bought Miles a Star Wars one.
I know, but I don't want, like, I want to buy Thea an ugly sweater that's just truly hideous unintentionally. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, they have stupid sweaters that are fun. And like, yeah, Thea has those. I have those. We all have those. But I want a truly hideous, I'm going to have to find a good thrift shop and just go thrift shopping for stupid looking sweaters.
Okay, hipster Chris.
Yeah. Yes. I'm okay with that. I'm considering, we're still figuring out what our dumb thing, I'm going to talk about that for my recommendation actually, which is way too early in the season for this recommendation, but fuck it.
You can always circle back to it.
I should. I'm not, because I'm going to forget. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
So thanks, Tom, for the email. We really appreciate it, and keep sending them in. If you have questions for us, things you'd like us to talk about, you can reach us at emails@twodumbdads.com. That's emails at the number 2dumbdads.com.
Yep.
That's going to bring us into everybody's favorite segment, though. Nick's Bake-tastic Ballyhoo. Nick, what you baking?
I'm still on the roll quest for Thanksgiving to what rolls I'm going to make.
Okay.
And I've been really bad at posting pictures. Sorry about that.
Can I jump in here? Can I jump in here for a moment?
Yeah.
I would like to give a real-time feedback for your last Bake-tastic Ballyhoo.
My bread bowls.
Does everybody remember? If you don't remember, Nick was making sourdough bread bowls for Sunday potato soup. We talked about this on the last podcast, didn't we?
Yeah, I mentioned that's what I was making. And the rolls I'm going to talk about that I made.
Okay, good. So we're going to talk about this real quick. Nick, I want you to explain your thought process for the bread bowls.
So what I thought would work when I was doing them is I came up with the recipe that I liked flavor-wise, and I had made a large loaf of it before, and I thought that if I split it into 4, that it would make the appropriate sized bowl, but it didn't. They were a little too small, so I think you'd actually have to do 1 loaf and split it in 2 to get the size that you would need to make a bowl out of it.
So here's my question. What is a sourdough bread bowl?
Sourdough is just the leaven that you use.
Okay, so what does that mean?
Leaven is the thing that has the yeast, so it allows your bowl to rise. So when you cut a piece of bread, cut a piece of bread, and you see like the air holes in it.
Okay.
So you can buy commercial yeast, which does that, or sourdough. Sourdough is just it's yeast that you keep alive and you keep it living. So like mine's made out of grapes, like the yeast off a grape. Okay. So it's just 11, and it gets strong. The leaven gets stronger and it gets more flavorful the older that the sourdough gets, because it's a living thing.
Okay. So I don't understand anything you just said, but I'm going to trust that you said it. I'm in fact certain that you said it.
It's yeast. It's basically yeast. It's old yeast.
Okay. So here's my thing. On Sunday, I gave you I sent you a text, because you always request a text from me, like, Chris, what'd you think? What'd you think? It's like, fuck it, I'm going to tell them what I think. And I said, like, I think it was too small, which, whatever. It was too dense. And I don't remember what the third thing was. That was okay. But damn it, I'm supposed to say 3 things. There's always 3 things. The list comes in 3s.
Small, dense, good.
Good. It did taste good. It did taste good. I was just like, God damn it. Like, bread bowls need to be fluffy and airy to soak up the soup. That's the whole point. They soak up the soup. Otherwise, why is there a bowl in the soup? They need to soak up the soup. Otherwise, there's no point. So I found out Aaron's like, Chris, this is exactly what Panera does. I was like, well, but that's wrong. Like
No,
in
it's
San Francisco, they go, look, this is a nice fluffy sourdough bread bowl because it soaks up the soup. Apparently, that's not what they do at Panera, and Aaron wanted a Panera one. So I would like to formally apologize and tell you that my wife was very happy with your bread bowls. Granted, she left one over there sitting on the radiator. I don't know why. Probably because she forgot about it because we're both exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to formally and publicly apologize for giving you poor feedback on your bread bowls.
I can answer your question of why it's dense though, because I researched it.
Okay.
It's how so when you make bread, you can use different hydrations. It's how much water you add.
I don't want to know the answer. I just want to do a bet.
Okay.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
But it's a hydration thing. But the reason you make a denser bread for a bread bowl is so that the soup doesn't seep through the crust.
I thought that's what the crust was for, though.
Yeah, but the denseness of the crust in the bread all comes into play when you're baking it. So
okay.
You want a heartier bread because the denser bread is going to actually soak up soup. The lighter bread is not going to soak it up as much because it already has a lot of moisture in it.
Huh.
So the denser bread is going to suck that moisture up. It's why a lot of times bread bowls you let them get stale before you actually put the soup in them.
Okay.
So what happened with your bread, because it sat for a day, is it let that sourdough make the flavor richer. It's why it had such a strong flavor.
Okay.
So
It tastes good.
you could have a fluffier bread bowl if you use a different hydration within the flour.
Okay.
But that wasn't what I was going for because Panera.
Science.
Yeah, it is. It's chemistry. You taught me that about baking.
Tell me about Thanksgiving rolls.
Oh yeah, so I made Kaiser rolls this weekend, which turned out fucking awesome.
Cool.
They're also fun to make because you have to twist them. So I think that you have to, cause there's like a whole like braiding thing, so they're fun to like actually make.
Are you sure you didn't make pretzels?
No, they're Kaiser rolls.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna do one more roll. I haven't decided what it's gonna be before we get to Thanksgiving, and I will probably make the Kaiser roll because that was a big win. And then one of the other rolls for Thanksgiving dinner when we figure out how many people are actually coming to our house.
Okay, cool. That sounds like fun.
Yeah, so Kaiser roll. Kaiser roll was my bread thing, and then this week I am gonna break out a new roll out of my book, and I don't know what's gonna be yet. It might be a carrot roll.
A carrot roll?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's called cake. Carrots going to cake.
No, carrots can go in bread too.
Some people just don't understand baking.
You just stick to your sweet stuff, Cookie Monster.
So, that's going to bring us to our recommendations for the week. Nick, what do you have a recommendation for us?
I do, actually. My recommendation is that if you have a sick, crabby kid and you're stuck inside, go to Amazon and buy them some toys and get there that day. Because that fucking saved my life. Saved it.
Awesome. So I can't I should save this for no, fuck it, I'm gonna save it.
So do you have another?
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna come up with something out of my ass.
Great.
I am going to sit here and scat for a little bit until I come up with a really good idea, and that really good idea is going to be.
You know what I actually realized from watching Nightmare on Christmas, since you're trying to think of a recommendation because you're unprepared, the music from that's really beautiful. Danny Elfman did a great job composing that, and Miles loves the soundtrack now, so it's fantastic. So I can also recommend that if you have iTunes and you do the $9.99 a month, you get like access to all kinds of cool albums, and Nightmare Before Christmas is one of them, which is an amazing album and a great Christmas movie or Halloween movie. It's dual purposed. Really?
I'm going to recommend.
You just recommend Sleep.
God damn. Oh my God. I would love to recommend that, but I haven't had that in so long. I don't think I remember what it feels like. I am going to recommend an application, a phone application, a tablet application. A what?
An app.
I don't adhere to that rule.
Marathon?
I don't. A marathon.
A what?
A what? A marathon?
A what?
An app. So I'm going to recommend the what is it? Like the Comixology app.
Oh yeah.
So so Nick, you and I are both. I shouldn't say we like comic books.
Yes.
I'm not gonna claim to be like a comic book historian. But you got me into them when we were younger. I spent probably a good 5 or 6 years buying like $40 worth of comic books a week, and that's back when $40 was a lot of money for comic books.
And that was all the books though too.
That was like most
everything.
Of the books that came out each week back then. Back before like each book cost $7.
Yeah.
But I just started using Comixology because I realized, like, hey, I'm an adult now. I don't have space for a comic book collection,
and I can buy them if I want to.
I have enough disposable money that I can theoretically purchase a comic book if I want to, but not so much space that I can leave them around my apartment. And so I started using this Comixology app, and I started reading some of the books I've been missing over the last 2 decades since I quit reading. Things have changed.
Yeah, they have.
Like, Superman is different. Like, apparently he stopped wearing the red underwear, and now he's gone back to wearing the red underwear.
They did a whole like flip back to more traditional look because you don't fuck with Superman.
And like, there are so many different people now. Like, I don't even know. Like, apparently Lois, like, he has a kid. Superman has a kid.
Yeah,
I thought that was like one of the founding principles.
So does
was
Batman.
that if like I heard that. Okay, but that would make sense because you're a human. The humans can have kids with humans.
No, they covered that Superman could have kids in the 2000s.
Superman, like, what happened to like the Super Splooge?
No, there's a whole comic series where they meet all the descendants of Superman because he has kids with Lois Lane, and then they have like you go through and like Superman's genealogy has changed because as Superman's ancestors go out into space, like he has sex with other aliens and his powers change a little bit.
Well, but that makes sense. It makes sense if Superman had sex with other aliens, but he's not. He's having sex
just
with humans.
Just because Kevin Smith thought Superman has super splooge does not make it canon.
That was canon.
Was not canon.
Mallrats was canon in my book.
But maybe he wears a kryptonite condom just to get it weakened enough that he can have a baby.
Man, so many things have changed in these comic books that I'm reading. Like, the Watchmen are in the DC universe, sort of, kind of, maybe.
I liked
and
that
I'm
series
like,
a lot. Actually.
So it's not. I haven't finished it because I don't think I've found all of the books yet. But regardless, like, it's just weird. It's weird. I'm trying to get into it. I'm trying to like I'm just trying to get used to it.
My dad had the same moment when he started collecting again for us, and like he had to revamp from when he was a kid coming back into comic books because they change at the time. That's why they're
which
great.
Is good. Which is good.
That's what makes them great. It makes them have staying powers that they're so adaptable through the ages.
Yeah, I absolutely agree, and I'm really glad because I think it's going to be like, I think they're going to be better books for Thea to read as she's coming up, and I'll feel less bad about having her read them.
Can I give you a cool recommendation with that if she does get into comic books?
No, I'm sorry, it's too late. So this week go ahead.
If you go to the library, they have like the original collections of stuff, like the Fantastic Four. It's
cool.
Big, huge graphic novels, but they're all black and white, so you can read like hundreds of back issues in like a giant novel form. Caitlin and Daniel really liked those.
Oh, neat.
And so you can read like the first Fantastic Four comic book with her, and it's black and white, and you can get them at the library. And you can really like catch up on the history of it. The history
of America.
But libraries have them, so you don't have to spend the money on this huge graphic novel.
Fantastic of the Four.
Yes, or Captain America, whatever
the
you prefer.
Superman of the...
Shut up, Chris. Where can you find us?
You can find us at Chris Mossigan on Twitter and at Rampant55 on Twitch.
You can find me at N Westemeyer on Instagram, at N Westemeyer on Twitter, and on our Instagram, which is at the number 2 Dumb Dads on Instagram.
You can find us at our Facebook group, 2 Dumb Dads, and of course at our website, 2dumbdads.com. So until next time, be well.
Later.